this video, we'll be talking about the types of weave patterns. Fabric weaves. Today, we are discussing the fabric manufacturing weave types. In the weaving process, two separate sets of yarn interweave to create the final cloth. Threads are weaved over and beneath each other to create a finished fabric, known as weaving. Weaving is a great artistic statement that employs threads. Here is a good video to learn about the basic fabric weaves available today. Plain weave, also called tabby weave or basic weave, is a piece of fabric in which all the strands of the thread run perpendicularly. Looking carefully at this weaving structure, the woven cloth will seem like a checkered pattern of continuous interwoven threads running, like wave baskets. Plain waves are very long-lasting and resistant to piling. These fabrics are robust and dependable, and they find their use in various purposes, including apparel and furniture. The satin weave is a type of fabric weave that produces a characteristically glossy, smooth, or lustrous material, typically with a glossy top surface and a dull back. It is one of the three fundamental types of textile weaves alongside plain weave and twill weave. Satin weave is characterized by 4 or more fill or yarns floating over a warp yarn and 4 warp yarns floating over a single weft yarn. Floats are mist interfacing. These floats explain the high luster and even sheen. Unlike other weaves resulting in a stronger reflection, satin is usually a warp face weaving technique in which warp yarns are floating over the weft yarn, although there is also weft faced satins. Twill weave. Twill weave is created when a warp thread goes under and over a weft thread many times. It alternates between weaving 2 or more strands over and under each other. This fabric twill weave has a better drape and is robust and delicate at the same time. The weave provides a diagonal rib design. Denim is by far the most popular twill fabric. Changing the breadth and the direction of the twill results in a variety of twill pattern variants. In a twill hoop sacks, the twill runs right and left, but diagonally. The diagonal weaving is more visible. A wider twill called the cavalry twill and another called the whipcord twill are other twill variants. Rib weave. Amongst different types of fabric weaves, the rib weave is a kind of a plain weave. This is because it almost has the same procedure as that of a plain weave. The fundamental structure keeps the same sequence of the thread flowing over and under the yarn in arrangement of one under the other. Since the warp and the weft threads are heavier, it is raised in the weaving. Generally, the weft yarn is raised and it gives a ribbed look on the cloth. Rib weave is different from plain weave. It is that it requires just one heavy yarn. Rib weave textiles may be colored and woven to produce strips or checkered fabrics. They achieve this by utilizing multiple yarns of various colors. Moreover, you can also add finishing to rib weave patterns. Among them are waterproofing and is fire resistant covering. Amongst this type of weave pattern, we see cloth variants such as Georgian and poplin. Basket weave. Basket weaving is a basic style of colorful textile weaving. It is plain weaving that uses 2 or more weft or warp strands that alternate to create a checkered pattern. The crossing design produces a checkered pattern with 2 or more strands in one cluster, distinguishing it from other methods. In basket weaving, we cluster threads together. They are usually organized in pairs. However, occasionally we will need to pair or combine more yarns. Moreover, they weave into each so perfectly that they appear as a single fabric of yarn. In the end, this results in a cloth that looks like a weave basket, from which the term originally originated. It is multifunctional and incredibly absorbent. Basket weave fabrics have loose weaves, which is why they are so permeable to air. It is different from plain weave as it demands an explosion of colors that might live up to your energy without being overly excessive. Herringbone weave. The herringbone weaving pattern is a little different from the twill weave pattern. In this type of fabric weave, there are alternative twills. Therefore, we also call this weave broken twill. When producing a twill weave, we repeat a diagonal pattern continuously in one dimension. However, with herringbone weave, the only thing we need to do is to change the direction of the weave. In the end, you'll get a design that looks like the bone of herring. This change in design results in attractive pattern with incredibly adaptability that appears great with almost anything. When it comes to tailoring, the Harrington weave in the fabric is a tremendous hit. When designing an outfit, we will often see the usage of this type of fabric pattern. Even though wool goes into the production of this weave, most often you will also find it in a wide variety of other materials, including cotton, linens. It is highly adaptable, delivering volume and texture without being expensive. Satin weave. Satin is a kind of fabric that has weft face weave. In this, the front is silky but the backside is rough and thick. Smooth face materials like satin is produced by weaving warp and filler threads together. The significant number of floating on a satin fabric contributes to the fabric's high sheen. Satin weave is smooth and shiny fabrics. This is because the adjoining threads float obscure the interlacing sides. Twisted yarns give satin fabric its shine. The greater the twist, the more lustrous the material will be. Leno weave. Amongst different weave fabrics, Leno weave produces a cloth with open weave. It manages to be both stable and open at the same time. We get Leno weave warp threads by twisting two separate yarns into around each other. These threads essentially provide a helix-like pattern. The weft strands are intervened via the gaps generated in the twisted warp threads. Locking the interlace warp and the weft strand in place is achieved with a loom hook known as a dupe. Fabrics we will see from the Leno weave includes nets, twill, amongst many others. Silk is the most popular fiber you will see in Leno weave textile. However, other fabrics also have their use in this type of a weave fabric. Oxford weave. We see the first introduction of the Oxford weave in the late 19th century in England. It is essentially a version of the basket weave and employs a multiple colored weft and a white warp. This produces a slight basket appearance with whitish tones. In this weave, we see a usage of wide variety yarn, each of different thickness. Initially, Oxford weave was created mainly using cotton, but presently many different fibers are incorporated, such as polyester, viscose, and other synthesized materials. Waffle weave is a kind of a woven fabric with unique squares that give it its appearance. It's a need in cold weather apparel since it makes you feel warm. Honeycomb is another name for waffle weave. Waffle weave finds its use in almost everything from bathrobes to blankets to towels. Basically, weft and warp threads of various lengths interspersed with plain weave lines to create the waffle effect. This waffle-like texture is created when the cloth is rinsed after being removed from the loom. Towels with waffle weave patterns are famous because of their absorption and aesthetic appeal. Jacquard weave. The weaving process used to create the cloth is referred to as jacquard. Horizontal threads pass under over warp threads to produce a crisscross yarn pattern in all weaving procedures. When it comes to jacquard weaving, the fundamental process is still there, but with an exciting twist. We can make unique patterns in the fabric by picking a weave design that combines the proportions of over and under threads. Therefore, it's possible to create an interesting pattern in the fabric by utilizing strands of various colors and then selecting which thread will be displayed on the top of each other similarly. Jacquard weaving combines a predetermined weave design and numerous colored strings at once to construct a stunning design with a delicate touch and a tapestry-like finishing. Crepe weave. Amongst different types of weave, the crepe weave is another weaving that results in broken, uneven look on the fabric surface. The rough, uneven texture is commonly achieved by utilizing specifically produced warp yarns. The weft yarn with a higher twisting ratio that allows it to crimp on curl while the cloth is being completed. Basically, we can create a crepe weave from practically any fiber, either raw or synthetic. All crepe fabrics would have deliberately wrinkly texture, producing this effect in several production processes. Crepe may be woven cloth or knitted fabric. The materials and the method which creates the texture characterize different kinds of crepe. Lappet weaving is a technique that finds its use in forming shapes and designs on fabric surfaces by using needles set in a movable frame. The frame gets the name from lappet frame, which includes a moving bar containing needles, each with a distinct strand for creating specific colors in the design. Stripped weave. A stripped weave cloth has a variety of stripe patterns. For instance, a pin strip is a singular thin stripped thread running the length of a piece of clothing. It is possible to create an eaten fabric by weaving an alternative lighter and a darker weft and warp threads together. A hairline weave is another name for this kind of weave. Checkered weave. The checkered weave produces attractive checks on the cloth. There are various varieties of the fabric weave patterns. Blocks and checks appear like a succession of blocks in the dark and bright hues of the yarns, utilizing diamond weave. A twill weave with a left and the right twill appearing like a diamond shape. There is a twill pattern which alternative lighter and darker warp threads. Moreover, there is a dog's teeth checkered and a gun's club check. This weave pattern finds its usage in making many tartan variants. Dobby weave. The dobby weave employs a particular machine to produce a distinctive design. The machine lifts a few warp threads and brings down the patterns of the weft thread. This typically makes a cloth that seems like it has small dot stretch on the front. This process is implemented by managing the warp strands in the fabric. This weave pattern is comparable to jacquard since it requires an extension from looms to generate these motifs. However, the pattern you get on a dobby loom are significantly more straightforward than those of a jacquard loom. Thank you for watching this video. If you find this video helpful at all, please make sure to subscribe and like this video. This allows our channel to grow at much quicker rate and we do appreciate your support. Thank you.